Hello everybody, and in today's video I'd like to take you through some of the website builders you can be using in 2024 to build your website. Now please note this is going to be primarily WordPress based because it is the easiest and best place for beginners to start off with, and it's where you're going to get the best, most reliable results. Now obviously you've got Wix, Squarespace, all these other services that you can use as well with their custom templates, custom builders, all of that. But in general, if you're just looking at the cheapest, most affordable, and quickest option available, these are going to be some of the options available. Now there are paid versions of some of these um, that you don't particularly need except for one, but in general you will see that a lot of websites out there are built using these free templates. Um, but if you do want to build them with the premium version, they're about $100 on average per site. Though some have a lifetime deal for as many websites as you want, those can go up to like 200 and something dollars. So just remember that as we're going through this. Now, to start off with, WordPress is basically website, the website place, all right? Most websites on the internet are built through WordPress. If you go to a website that has a specific design, chances are it's running on WordPress. This is basically your drag and drop, everything set up for you, kind of easy to interact with template builders. Very reliable, very useful. There's a reason why the majority of the world's websites are built with WordPress. Then, obviously, you've got what we call template builders or web builders. Those would be your Gutenbergs, your Beavers, your custom templates, all of these, and each of them come with their own sort of advantages and disadvantages. So we'll start off with the most basic one, your WordPress builder. Your WordPress builder is the custom template builder that comes with WordPress itself. If you install it, this is where you can basically build anything you need on your website. If you're not going for anything fancy, anything high level, you can still create some very beautiful websites. But in general, its options for you if you don't know how to code in HTML and CSS are very limited. And so I would highly recommend you don't use this. Maybe mess around with it in the beginning to get used to the interfaces, basic stuff, basic changes, basic stuff you can do. But otherwise, I wouldn't say that this is something that you should stick with for the long term. Then you've got stuff like Beaver as well as Gutenberg. Both of these are free builders. Beaver is not one I personally use much. You can do some creative works with it, but I will say that it's not something that I've used often or even at all to my memory. So if you do want to, please take a look at this. As you can see, are some of the pricing options. Power users, average, all of these things. So it's something that you do pay for, and you can make some good stuff with it, but it's not something I personally have ever used or wanted to use. Then you have Gutenberg. Now, Gutenberg, I believe, has a free version, if I remember correctly, though my information might be out of date. It's a very lightweight builder if you're building in terms of speed, and it can do a lot of creative work for you if you're ever looking to do something like this. It's a very nice designs. There are plenty of templates out there and pre-built website templates that you can use and just add it together how you want. It's incredibly lightweight, like I said, and that's one of the advantages it has over the others, is that in terms of speed, this is probably going to be the best if you aren't planning to customize and optimize everything by hand. Then you have Elementor, the one you've probably heard the most out of. As you can see over here, there are a bunch of payment tiers. There is a free version that you can use as much as you want, but it locks out a lot of the best features that you would want to use on your website behind a paywall. As you can see, there are multiple websites here. If you wanted to just once per month, one per month, you can see all of these over here. 3 websites, 40 websites. I believe they used to have a once-off payment plan, but I believe that was taken away. But in general, this is the one that you are going to be using most often, in my opinion. This is the one most people use, I think. Incredibly easy to use, incredibly intuitive. It can take some time after the changes from columns to containers, but overall, it's an excellent place for you to start off with. You can create some really incredible designs if you're creative with a free version, and if you do want to go further, the paid versions are available here at a pretty affordable price per month. Then finally, you have Divi. It is, well, it says the most popular WordPress theme in the world. It is an incredibly creative builder, very powerful, very user friendly. It's where I started off with web development. I started off with Divi. Um, there are different payment plans available. If we go over here, pricing, you can see the Divi Pro. They used to have a lifetime deal, but I don't believe that's available anymore. Oh, wait, here it is, the lifetime deal. Divi Lifetime, one payment. Divi Pro Plus Lifetime, you can see over here. These are excellent if you're looking to make a career out of it, and if you want to, for example, design some very customized and like interesting websites. So it is something that I recommend you do when you are going further with it. Now, obviously, I don't have all of these installed and running on a website, probably would have been best. But if you're looking for a quick rundown of which ones, use this if you're making a very simple, very low detail website. It's really easy to start off with, really easy to use. It comes free with WordPress. Which is this one over here. Beaver, I'm not really sure. I know there are some advantages to using this, the interface, the usability. You can see there's plenty of stuff here. There's plenty of courses out there as well. Uh, its pricing, I think, is a little bit absurd, but it is per year, so it is something that you can use. It's not something I've personally used, so I can speak too much of this. Gutenberg, if you're looking for a fast, reliable website with high load speeds, low latency, this is probably going to be the best one for you. I don't have as much experience with Gutenberg as I would like, but I have used it in the past, and it has produced the fastest websites I've ever built. Really intuitive, really easy to use, not as good as and in depth as WordPress Divi, but is something that you can take a look at. WordPress, the one you're going to be using the most, easy to use, easy to install, plenty of templates, plenty of plugins, plenty of add-ons. I do recommend that you start off with a free version, get used to it. If you do need to upgrade to a paid plan, but other than that, it's something that I recommend you start off. And this is the point I say you should start off at. And then Divi. Divi Elegant Themes also really good, very similar to Elementor. This is only in the paid versions. It's really easy to get used to, really easy to start using. Plenty of templates, plenty of themes, plenty of integration out there for you to use with it. So if you are looking for a place to upgrade after Elementor, Divi might be the best one. So if you are looking for my course, I would say build a small website using the template builder, do some work on side projects with Gutenberg, work at Elementor as your primary, and then move over to Elegant Themes or Divi if you're wanting to do some far more in-depth designs. Hope this is informative, hope this is insightful. I'll see you all tomorrow.